Hey there, guys. I am going to talk about something pretty cool and share with you about a little bit of a hobby I had before I got introduced to oils, and that was learning about the world of crystals. And I may not have been talking a whole lot about them since with being in oils quite a bit and discovering how amazing oils are. But crystals have very similar effects in a way that it really interested me when I was going through massage therapy school, and we had talked about natural vibrations and things and how it affects the body. And crystals were talked about often throughout school. And so it was just like interesting. I want to see, or I want to learn a little bit more about these things called crystals, because I'm like, okay. So the similarities that I've picked up over time, and finally I went back and asked somebody who knows more about crystals, and I was like, how are they similar? How are they different from essential oils? And obviously they're extremely different in many ways, but they say that there are vibrations from the stone that also work with our body. So we have an interesting element that is also nature created, just like our oils are. And I'm like, well, even if you don't have any thought in your mind that crystals or anything, rocks and stuff, don't work, then, just don't worry about it. They are gorgeous geodes, gorgeous things that the earth has made. This happens to be amethyst. And I've collected a few over time. I just like to have them sitting around my room. Typically, like I'll have them on a shelf that I walk by them every day. But sometimes, and I know people, including myself, that have carried stones around to help them with whatever they are working on balancing out. So I love how they work synergistically in a sense with the oils. And so I wanted to share with you a rollerball idea that I'm just going to put together for you with a few of my very favorite oils. Let me get this taken off. And maybe a fun DIY that you could try at home, or if you come to an event that we're at, that we're doing something like this, maybe we can do it there. So I've got my rollerball here, and well, the roller's right here. We've got the glass roller top. So I just ordered these off of Amazon, just a high quality roller bottle. It's glass. It says transparent, just so you know. You would prefer, like if you're gonna have a bottle for a long period of time, it would be best to have it in an amber bottle like this, rather than a transparent clear one, because if you compare it to, say, beer, you see beer always produced and sold in amber glass bottles. That's to hold its potency. So same thing with the oils. So for the sake of this, since I'm trying to keep it out of the sun as much as possible, we want to see the beautiful amethyst gems in it too. So that's why I picked the clear bottle. After I drop these in, I want to talk about from a book that I just got, so you can become a little bit more familiar with what amethyst has been known for. And then we'll talk about the other oils that come in it, or I'm putting in it as well. So amethyst, I like how the color of it, they put it as purple to lavender. And I really like how they highlight lavender, because there's a lot of similarities. So amethyst is an extremely powerful and protective stone with a high spiritual vibration. It guards against psychic attack, transmuting the energy into love. A natural tranquilizer, amethyst blocks geopathic stress and negative environmental energies. Its serenity enhances higher states of consciousness and meditation. Amethyst has strong healing and cleansing powers and enhances spiritual awareness. Traditionally, it was worn to prevent drunkenness and has a sobering effect on overindulgence and physical passions, supporting sobriety. It overcomes addictions and blocks of all kinds. Used at a high level, Amethyst opens to another reality. So this is from the Crystal Bible called Judy Hall, or from Judy Hall. And this thing has like 200 pages in it, 200 crystals that it's talking about. So it's interesting. But amethyst I've known for a long time. It's kind of like the lavender of essential oils. They have a lot of uses to it. And so if you think of lavender being the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, you can kind of put amethyst in that category as well. So let's just have fun with it. Let's create this really cute roller bottle full of some really awesome oils and some really pretty crystals. I'm going to put lavender, of course. We have to have the lavender with the amethyst, at least for this one. And like I said, lavender's known to be good for using on a variety of things. Tons of uses for lavender. And of course it has an amazing scent to it. The aroma, it's very clean. Like a lot of lavenders are not very clean smelling because come to find out, a lot of lavenders are made of synthetic ingredients and they can be labeled 100% pure and it may not be 100% pure. So the lavender has a really nice tone to it. The nice floral, very earthy. I love this lavender. If you're not particularly fond of lavender in general, you might really like this one. I can't say enough great things about it for myself. I'm also going to put in sacred frankincense, which, like the stones, like the crystals, the oils have frequencies as well. And sacred frankincense is an oil with a higher frequency. And it helps to connect with your higher self, with God, the creator. And let's see, Idaho blue spruce. So sacred frankincense, Idaho blue spruce, and Northern Lights black spruce, these are all three tree oils. And so you've got the really earthy sand, I don't know how to say it, sand, earthy tone to it. Sacred frankincense grows natively in Oman, in the Arabian Peninsula. And then the Idaho blue spruce grows at Young Living's farm in Idaho, one of their farms there. And this one has been said to have a really high frequency to it. I don't think it's been written in stone, but it has a very vibrant energy to it. So does Northern Lights black spruce. So I'm somebody in general who prefers more of the tree aromas over the florals. And this blend, the blue spruce, black spruce, frankincense are just three of my most favorite oils. But I know in the reference book, it talks about how at night, like in these regions where these trees grow, animals, wildlife will go take shelter underneath the trees because they are said to bring healing and protection and grounding to the animals. So I just wonder what that means for the oils too when we use them. Okay, so I'm going to start mixing. In addition to the essential oils, I'll be filling it up with Young Living's V6 Enhanced Vegetable Oil Complex, which is right here. Got a big old bottle because you can't have enough of that stuff. All right, so I'm going to do, how many do I want to do? I think I'm going to do, I've got 4 oils. I'll do 5, I think, of lavender. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm somebody that kind of goes off the spur of the moment and doesn't like come up with a recipe before you actually do it. But it just comes to my head as we go. Okay. So we got 5 of lavender, sacred frankincense, I think I'm gonna do like 7 drops of that. 7's a good number. Yeah. 8th one dropped on my desk. It's okay. I'll put it right here. So good. Okay. Idaho Blue Spruce. I think I'm gonna do 5 drops of that. Oh, so good. And I feel like I have a lot of oil in here. I'm somebody that doesn't typically do DIYs. But shoot. It's okay to have a lot of oil. Alright. So you see at this point, oop, camera over here. There we go. About there. I will take my pipette that came with the roller bottles, stick it in here and get some oil, hopefully. Yep. Oop, drippage. Pour in. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. This is challenging. I'm sorry I'm being so quiet, but this is, I have to multitask at a different level. Ah. And I have to make it even. There we go. That will do it. Okay, so here we are. Now we're gonna put on, something's on my face. Okay, now we're gonna put on the glass top, which this should just pop right on. Actually, stuck out. All right, so I think like if these are like Young Living's caps, we can actually put this on and press down. Okay, maybe I'm not putting enough pressure on it. Let's do this. All right, on to the top. Goody, I think I got it. Almost. Nope, we're good. Just looks funny. Why does it look funny? I guess it's not. It's fully on. All right. Look at that. So there's the amethyst with the Idaho blue spruce, black spruce, and lavender and sacred frankincense. Let's see, I'm going to shake this up for a moment. Full of bubbles, full of life. Okay. And then the glass roller just rolls it right on. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, you guys probably got to try this. It's good. And put more on. Like everywhere. So good. I guess I could have put a little bit more oil in there. So if you're wanting to go crazy with it, you kind of could. You smell it really well just with those drops that I put in. But, you know, if you want something more subtle, it's really nice how it is. If you want it to be like, boom, then maybe add a few more drops and kind of see how that goes and go from there. Obviously, this is heavily diluted with the V6. So, you won't necessarily have to worry about any skin sensitivities because the carrier oil helps to reduce any possible sensitivities if somebody has more sensitive skin. The V6 oil, vegetable oil complex, has 6 carrier oils in it. It's like fractionated coconut oil, let's see, sesame seed oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, there's wheat germ oil, sunflower oil, and olive oil in here. And it's a really nice consistency. And there's no other essential oils in there, so it's just the carrier oils, and those molecules are fatter. Science lesson here. The fatter oils are found in here, the fatty oils. The essential oils have much smaller molecules, and so the reason that, like, if you were rolling on my roller right now, you could feel that your skin might be feeling a little kind of greasy, and that's because the carrier oil it slows down the way it's absorbed into the body because of the larger molecules, whereas the essential oils, if you've noticed from applying them yourself, you notice how quickly they get absorbed into the skin. So that's the difference between carrier oils and the essential oils, and that's why V6 is a really good carrier oil to apply if somebody has a little bit more sensitive skin, or if they apply an oil like peppermint, for instance, or cinnamon bark, or thieves, and they're like, oh, it's kind of hot on my skin. How do I get this off? Well, water is going to enhance that effect. So it's better to take a carrier oil like V6 and apply it, layer it on, and help that sensation go away. Okay, guys. Well, I hope this inspired you to do something fun today or this week and try something new. This was something I'm brand new to. I'm like, oh, it might be fun just to see what happens. And there's no harm to adding more positive energy to the world, right? We need more positivity. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your afternoon and stay oily.